So what are we doing today? Well, I'm repaying a distant neighbor with flour. I know that she bakes, but she uses Arthur bread flour. But I thought I would start milling my own wheat berries. So I'm gonna go ahead and mill some wheat berries for her and kind of ask her to be my experimental kitchen and ask her how it went. Since the consistency of the bread and items would be different than what I'm sure she's accustomed to with the commercial flour. But this flour, because it's being ground fresh and it's the hard red wheat berries, it will definitely have a lot more nutritional value in it, because the endosperm is there and in addition to the bran. So I think I'm just going to tell her make something that's kind of hearty. So I picked up this mill after being like a hawk looking for a grinder, because they're quite expensive, and I think I paid $200, maybe $150 for this grinder, and I'm like super happy to have gotten it, because I really didn't want to fork over like $1,000. And if you look at the back of the mill, that motor is super big. That motor's actually bigger than the one on my old Craftsman table saw, and it's relatively quiet, but you'll have to like bear with me if the noise gets too loud, because this one definitely, it's not one of those little quiet ones. But I thought I'd do the initial pilot try with it. I've never ground wheat with it. I did test it out before I bought it, but I didn't test it out all that much. So sounds like kind of like a jet engine. So I'm just gonna pour the wheat berries down in there. So the only reason why I was like hand feeding the wheat berries down is that I want to know that I'm actually getting, like, I'm trying to count the cups, so I know what it actually produces with a cup of the wheat berries, and as far as what it produces in flour. I mean, the consistency of the flour is pretty fine, and I did notice that like a few of the wheat berries like bounced right on out of the machine, probably because of the size of the motor. It's like huge. Sorry for the bad lighting. I just can't help it. I'm literally operating in the back of my garage behind packed goods. So when I pour out that like 1 cup of wheat berries, basically I'm getting, because I didn't grind them all up, I'm getting 1 cup back plus a little bit more. So I guess that's your rule of thumb. You're gonna get back a cup for a cup, and with it just a little bit more. So the reason why I'm paying back my distant neighbor, who they still own the place across the street from me, but they don't visit it as often as they used to, and they inherited some more property that, they're pretty busy like fixing everything everywhere. So their son, who deer hunts, came up and he gave me what she sewed for me, which is a apron from a man's Western shirt, which is like really cool. I had admired her sewing ability, and I'm just gonna show it to you. It's kind of working as a sunshade right now because the sun's like pretty bright, which I'm not gonna complain about. It's supposed to rain like heck soon. So anyway, this is the apron. It's just one that wraps around your waist, and and it has a little pocket on it, which I love that little detail. So I just thought that was really nice of her to like make me an apron. I mean, everything takes time and everybody's hurried these days, and so when someone takes the time out to do something like that, you really want to repay them. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. I'm practicing grinding wheat because literally this is my pilot program. And as I said, I'm going to use her because she's a really good baker. And I'm going to use her as a kind of home test kitchen. I'm going to give her 4 cups of wheat and have her make some things that she won't mind being hearty in texture, and then just see how that works and see how it compares to my own experiences with the wheat. Anyway, that's what we're doing today, and have a good afternoon. Bye.